Hello everyone, it's Rick Carson and we're at the beautiful Make Believe Studios. And for today's Workflow Wednesday, I want to talk about the basics. One of the things that I try and instill on everybody who walks through the doors here is putting things back in their place. And what I mean by that is when I was a young man, I worked at a skate shop in Detroit, Michigan named Rage. And there was a manager there named Travis Shank. And what Travis instilled in me was that everything has a home. It's one of those things that I still struggle with every day, especially when it comes to putting guitar pedals back in the exact same spot or making sure microphones go back in the right drawer. But when it comes to Pro Tool sessions, it's not something that I really kid around with. Everything has a home for me, and it's going to make your work not only better and easier now, but it's going to save you so much time and energy in the future if you ever have to go pull up any of your old stuff. So the first thing that I like to do when it comes to sessions is go in, make sure that I have all of the audio files associated with the rough, make sure that things are lining up and in time, and once they are, I like to go through and color code my tracks the same way every time. And my template doesn't have to be your template, but you can see that I've got red for my master tracks, I've got blue for my drums, I've got green for my basses, pink for my keyboards, red for my guitars, brown for additional samples. We got some more synths down here, and then we've got gold for the lead vocal and darker gold for the background vocal. And that, along with the process of making sure that they all waterfall the same from top to bottom, kick drum, snare drum, hi-hat, overheads, rooms. These things will make you develop a muscle memory that will become like second nature. You'll no longer be scrolling through your session every day to try and turn up the bass. You'll know exactly where the bass is because as soon as you scroll from top to bottom, you'll see that bright green and you'll stop there. You won't even have to read a name when you go to turn up your kick drum because you know if you scroll all the way to the top of the session, the first blue thing that you see is gonna be the kick drum. And it also translates very, very well when it comes to working in the analog world. It's the same way here on the desk. The kick drum is in the same place every day. The snare drum is in the same place every day. The lead vocal's in the same place every day. And it becomes second nature to be able to reach out, whether it's with the mouse or with my hand on a fader, and say, this is what I'm looking to do. And something happens when you no longer spend seconds or minutes trying to figure out those decisions. When they happen at your fingertips quickly, you're able to work in a way that is just much more creative. And, you know, Chris Lord-Alge described having faders at his hands as having 10 fingers on a keyboard. And while I believe that's a great analogy, I really believe that the big thing to take away from his workflow is that the kick drum has been in the same spot for the past 30 years. The vocal's been in the same spot for the past 30 years on his desk. And if he needs those things, they're at his fingertips. So he can play that piano. He knows where a C is. He knows where an A is. And I think that that is truly important. So hope you guys all have a wonderful day today, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.